We started out with our direct administrator approaching us about being involved on the bullet resistant side, building the cabinet that goes behind kind of what you see on the outside. That's really where we got involved. There's actually two cabinets, both of them being different widths. They're both the same height, but their depth and width are both different based on where they're at in the actual courthouse.
The Sheriff's Department had no ability really to come and get them. We have the means to deliver them, but it had to be done after hours. And so what we did was we got volunteer students from the welding program and the carpentry program. And of course, the welding teacher volunteered his time, the carpentry teacher volunteered his time. So we had to deliver them without damaging the cabinet or damaging the courthouse.
We art gouged all the seams and welded the seams so they have what are called 100% weld out, or the seams are welded from front and back, which is the art gouging piece that we got to do. Then that box was then taken down to Carpentry, where they took the exterior and cladded it in wood and a granite top. Drafting actually was able to take the seal, the county seal, and make that into the logo that you see on the front of it. Then we cut on our CNC plasma cutter, and then took and actually welded studs on. That way it was mountable.
Originally the logo was going to be super complex and kind of like a little too intricate for the plasma machine that we were going to be using. So I had to go ahead and recreate it a little bit. I had to make a back plate so that we could connect all the pieces together, and then I had to make holes in that back plate so that they could weld on all thread and basically just bolt the pieces onto the back plate, and that way they could undo it. So they bolted it on to make sure it fit, and then they unbolted it so that it could be painted.
Like, you guys need to give us color schemes and designs you want on it. And I believe it was 5, 6 different colors. And it was all one piece, and I said, well, this is going to be a little difficult, and if any way you guys could take it apart, we should be able to paint it. So they came back and they said, we can take it apart, we can do something a little bit different. Instead of welding it all together, we can bolt it up. And so by bolting it up and brought it back in several pieces, we were able to basically do all the prep work, prime, seal, and paint it.
I thought it was really cool. It's just like how someone breaks out a statue and puts it out in public. Same concept.
I like it because it's like, you know, it's a piece of your art there, and you can go like, let's say like 10, 5 years later, you can one day pop up and it's still there, it's looking brand new, or the way it did whenever you got done with it. And just for it to be there publicly for everybody to see, and for everybody to wonder who did that, it's pretty cool to know.
So many of the jobs that we do as welders, we put ourselves at risk. And then to assist in helping someone, the students feel a real tie to that, and the ability to keep someone safe.